So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 7 of Parasyte. Yeah, that was episode 7. And a great episode. The reaction is in the description, links are there, go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And as I've said in the end of the episode itself, it was a good and interesting episode. It has some interesting lore, new characters, and actually a plot thread that was completed now. Plot, not thread. You know what I mean? Like this little direction, like side quest. I mean, maybe it's not even side quest. I know how to consider that. So we encounter our man. I kind of forget his full name, but he's like Udo. We're gonna look at that. Who's just a normal, like emotional, nice guy who has parasite on his chin and upper body. I wonder how he looks. If Mickey goes from the hand, it's okay. You just see the man without a hand. How will he look without his parasite? It's gonna be like terrible looking something without organs or what? How is that possible? Because it moved. It actually moved organs somewhere. You know. But anyways, let's turn out as always. So he finds that man, and they're like, yeah, he has human brain, and there's another parasite inside, and the parasite is like such a weirdo. Like these faces they make, such a funny thing. It's certainly his brain is intact. Lower neck, down to the hitch. So yeah, they have this parasite. What was your name? Oh, and he tells the story how it happened. He kind of wanted to jump from the cliff, but then decided to not do that, and then the parasite thingy appeared. I wonder how long ago it was. It was the parasite egg was already in the. I mean, how I. Yeah, that's how. Um, I forgot what I wanted to say. So he was attacked by this parasite that, I mean, it's not, I mean, when you look at this on the ground it looks like big, but when it goes inside it looks like very little. So I'm not sure how actually big or little it is, but I suppose it's not big. It should be like this big or something. But them calling it snake, you will not even notice that thing basically if it's like this small. So the parasite jumped into the guy. He dropped from the cliff, lost his consciousness, right, and started drowning. And that was an interesting part. So the parasite had this main mission, get to the brain. But when he realized that if he gonna get to the brain, he's gonna die, I was like, mission aborted, survive. That's the type of programming logic, if then something like that. So he have the main mission. If it's not gonna be successful in the end, if you're gonna take the brain but gonna die, no, the absolute main mission is to survive. That's why they're taking fucking dogs if they cannot take anything else, and like faces and arms, they need to survive. This is their main mission. And the brain is like the second, like almost just at the same level. So Parasyte understood, and I'm saying Parasyte, and it's actually his name. That's not gonna be difficult to remember. And he decides to help the body, and like basically make a situation, like do whatever it takes just to survive. And he helped him, merged into the face, and like make a tube for breathing, and actually helped his host. And as I've said in the episode itself, it is really interesting that parasites are actually not bad when they're not in the when they not took the whole control over the body. They're not evil. They're not like murderers. Have you seen the contrast between this female Shinichi's mother's parasite and our guy's parasites? Our guys are like goofy and like smart and like something something, but this was like emotionless killer creature. This is very interesting. They're like completely different. And those parasites are actually funny. He speaks. Oh, and I like the moment, the parasite speaks. The man cannot speak with that, because he took his facial, like, speaking mechanisms. And he's like writing, let me speak, please. And the thing says, like, okay, okay, you speak, but when I don't take the whole mouth, I cannot be like, that I cannot gesticulate that good or something like that. Dynamic something, yeah. I lose dynamic. Where was I? Let me talk to. When I give you control over my upper body, I can be as dynamic when I talk. So he is like, he has character as well, this guy. But he looks creepy as hell, of course. Our Migi looks better. What's your name then? I forgot. Uda Izumi Shinichi. This is Migi. It's quite interesting as well. I mean, for us, he calls him by name, Migi. But for Japanese people, he actually says, "Yeah, I'm Izumi Shinichi, and here's my right hand." Here's the right hand. So it's actually just name and the definition. So Uda Mamoru. So he's Mamoru actually. His name is Mamoru. Uda is his family name. Gonna try to remember that. And the second one is a parasite. Yeah, we know that. So they go to the hospital together because, well, father is there and Shinichi don't want to miss parasites. And he tells the whole story as far as I understand of the Migi, of all the whole story of taking arm, of mother dying, of him being killed and transforming, everything. And poor man cries, Mamoru cries. And the parasite says that's it's a unique thing to humans. Crying, it's like not understandable to us. And there was also an interesting moment. He said something about Migi being smart. Where's the subtitles? Goddammit! Migi has a very proper way of speaking, So Migi learned from books and internet. He's a smart guy. But this one, the parasite, he was learning from stupid TV, and that's why he saw all those shows, And I can hear that his way of speaking is like this street way of speaking, No, not a an official and respectful way. Yeah. But that's another issue with those subtitles. They don't hint that at all. Just like normal speaking. I'm just remembering Sasha from Attack on Titan from season 3, that was, or 2. No, it was season 2 when they showed her flashback of her speaking with her normal voice, like "tadam and dam, and they were saying, like, they were either writing that you can see, like, you cannot understand words actually there. I mean, you can, but it's difficult. And that was a good subtitles because you can actually see that she's speaking weird, not just by hearing it. But here you can hear then he's speaking weird, but the subtitles are absolutely normal. So they decide to be friends in a way. Man works somewhere near the hospital, and he says, like, I'm gonna call you if something happens. And then, very interesting part. So Migi wakes up Shinichi and says, like, do you, my boy, realize what just actually happened today? That you were like running as an Olympic champion, you like jumped 3 meters high. 3 meters, people. It's like higher than the ceiling. Quite higher. And he's like, I didn't even notice it. Yes. And so Miggy goes with this very interesting explanation. So he, as an organism, can split many times. His main body has mind, and he can split himself. And I mean, as more he splits, the lower the parts are appearing. And as he said, like he's getting more stupid, you know. Smaller they are, the less brain they have. But he gives this super command, like the mission number one, to get back in one piece. So they don't need mind, they have this instinct to go back to one piece. And that's how basically Migi did the whole operation of helping Shinichi. He went from arm into the heart, started like repairing it and supporting it and yada yada, and he went like in little pieces. He went to an arm in the end. And by going through the body, his 30% of his own Migi's body was left in Shinichi, because his blood is a good place for parasite cells to live, like bodies, where it can live in the smallest of my fragments can survive. Yeah, the blood. So basically, Migi is missing 70% of his. That's why he's now have to sleep for that much. And the brain, so our man was actually influenced a lot by another alien-like creature. He was influenced quite noticeably right from the beginning. From the first episode, there was little hints of that. But now, he's literally the other thing now. And we saw how fucking strong, how fast he is. He actually sees like everything in slow mo. It's like super abilities, right? And Shinichi said that he kind of lost his emotions as well, No, not crying, even though he feels bad, he's not crying. Right? And good job, Migi. I mean, I understand that he wanted to survive himself and he had to do that, but. And Migi said that separating is not an easy task. He is not an easy task. He actually learned doing that. When he made a copy of himself. That was like kind of cute, to see quite a few Migis there. And then the girl. Such a nice girl. I just hope she's not gonna die, but I mean. Oh, you can actually see. I mean, I am not sure about that. I hope so. And then we have a call from our boy Mamoru, who's saying like, I have Parasyte here, 100 meters straight, and there's actually a frame of him. Look, here he is, and there you can kind of barely see Mother. Here she is with this her dress thing, So they kept the detail. Bravo. So he says like, here is your Parasyte, and what a coincidence. Oh, she was there to kill the father. Fuck, I kinda even not even think about that. Why was she there? Duh, because she wanted to kill a father. She was pretty sure she killed Shinichi, but that was quite a surprise for her in the end. And as I fucking said, Migi goes to sleep at the very important moment. But thankfully, he gives a great present. A metal sharp arm, blade like. I mean, that's enough. That's enough. For that man, for that strong guy, that's enough. And the mother appears. Yeah, they start fighting with Parasyte, and that's the first encounter for both, for Mamoru and for Parasyte as well. That's why they're not able to actually fight good. And I mean, Mamoru is, it's he says like it's difficult to breathe. I mean, this man is breathing difficult, but just imagine yourself like some stressful situation. You need air, you're scared, and you have no. Like these two little holes, sometimes it's not enough in the very stressful situation. You need more air, and yeah, the Parasyte have to think about that. He have to give him a little hole in there to actually breathe better, because he's gonna oxygenize his blood faster that way, and that's a smart way, smart idea. But I mean, they're learning. So they're fighting, and the fucking mother Parasyte hits him kinda near, or yeah, kinda in the heart. Looks like in the heart. But the Parasyte noticed that before. She aims it hard, and right after that, she nails a hit in there. So he kinda fooled her in the end. He somehow moved organs in there. So so who took the punch in the end? Was it Parasyte or was it Mamoru? I don't exactly know, but there was a lot of blood there. Anyways, it was a sacrifice. And then Shinichi appears with the blade. Like, ooh, I'll kill you too. And she's surprised, like, how the hell are you here? I mean, surprise, motherfucker. And they start fighting, and yes, Shinichi fights it like it's nothing. He didn't even felt some difficulties. It was just easy. Like he was doing that all day long. Every day. 5 years in a row. The only issue, he even slashed few of her tentacle thingies, which is interesting, they grow back. If they're gonna slash them, I mean, Miki said that he can do duplicates of himself. But does it count if you're gonna if some part of him gonna be slashed? Will this part be able to go back to the body like Terminator 2? Metal guy, Robert Patrick? Because that's interesting. That's a super regenerative ability that is really dangerous. Because we don't know, we don't see that the part connected. We just see that another part grown, but you can just use other parts of your matter, body matter. And he's right going to kill that thing, and she uses an arm with a scar, and he remembers that it was actually his mother, and like stops in mid attack. She even harms him a bit, but then the Parasyte appears and kills her and lands a hit, and that's good as well. Like he said, Mamoru said, like it's. I don't think that you have to kill that creature in the end. That's not right, and good job. And that stupid Parasyte. I mean, it was his fault he died. As I've said in the reaction, he should have used seatbelts. And he would have survived, eaten that man, and be good. But no, he didn't fasten seatbelts, and that happened. But actually, the worst person of them all is a stupid driver who was not looking at the road like, oh, look at that funny woman, don't know how to do the thing. Goddamn, there's road. You're riding in a mountain. Like serpentine roads. I don't know if it's a word in English, but those roads are like that. And you're looking at your woman. Stupid. In the night, in Mini Cooper. Crazy people. So of course, it was all his fault. And then basically, yes, this is all wraps up. The nicest girl in the world says her sayonara. I mean, what the hell? How many girls do you have, bruh? It's not even funny anymore. They have this moment with father and Shinichi, and he says that, yeah, mother loved you and she died without suffering. And that was actually it. I mean, I saw her smiling head being like falling. So she died extremely fast. But technically, if you're gonna get beheaded, you still have like some seconds to understand what the hell happens. Because your mind is here. It actually understands, it sees, it cannot speak, it cannot knock, but it actually understands stuff. It's not gonna you're gonna die instantly. You're gonna die instantly if your brain gonna explode. But if you're like, so yeah, not gonna go into that. But yeah, that's not very nice things. And the man collapses because he was tired mentally, physically, by every possible way he was tired. And then we see this girl that wears those pink warm headphones. I don't know how to call it. Ear things. And she's like, I sense him. It's him. Oh, but no. Murano senses her man as well. But I mean, Murano actually saw him. But yeah. And she's like, Shinichi-kun. Izumi-kun. And like all red chicks. And goddamn it, the man has women in every fucking region of Japan. And he turns away like, look at this handsome motherfucker. Yeah, he says. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. So you got like a beauty update as well, not just strong? Hey, is this it is not the guy from the first episode. It's not the guy from the previous episode. This is not a guy from this episode. How the hell he changed so much? I don't know. I do not know. But this was the episode. And as I've said, I can speak. It finished this plot line, and now we're open to new developments. Now, finally, like even worse stuff can start happening, you know? Killing Murano or something. I don't know. We don't have. I mean, we have this Tamiya character as well. She's still there, she's still with a child, so her story is still ongoing. And it's logical to expect her, but I feel like there's gonna be some other development, some new stuff, and I'm curious to see that. And that was a great episode. So that's the discussion, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Bye bye.